The Exotic Feline Rescue Center is an organization that's been established to provide permanent homes and quality lifetime care for lions, tigers, leopards, cougars, big cats in general, exotic cats that have come out of a variety of backgrounds. Some of them were pets, some of them were circus animals, some of them have come from the hands of criminal organizations and people.
We now have about 215 cats that are rescued from abuse, from people who thought they could handle a cat and really can't, from roadside attractions that have closed. It's really a refuge for cats to come and spend the rest of their lives in a safe place with sunshine and grass and food every day. It's a wonderful place.
We've gotten cats from 26 states total. I've been out to New York a few times, and we've gotten cats from California and a lot of states in between. Because it's just all different situations, and most of them are not good situations. Some of them, it's just a matter of a person can't care for their animal anymore for whatever reason, and it wasn't that they were giving them bad care. But that's a very rare thing. Usually by the time we get a phone call, it's because situations have gone downhill pretty quickly.
Hi. I first heard of it from a story in the newspaper about some people who could pay money to shoot lions and tigers in a semi-truck, terrified cats in these horrible situations, and that operation was shut down and the survivors were sent here. And that's the first I heard about it. And then I visited a couple of times and I realized when I have time I'd like to come and help people understand that cats should be saved and they should have this kind of freedom that they have here.
I think probably one of the worst rescues I had ever been on was in Greene County. A woman called us and said she had 5 cats and asked if we'd be willing to take them. We did have one available cage at the time, so we went out there and we took a leopard. We made arrangements right away and went back 2 days later to get the rest of them because we could count every single rib. We could see every bone sticking out of every cat's body. There was no water in their water bowls, and there hadn't been for a long time. There was dirt at the bottom of their bowls. Their cages were unsafe. They were very small, very dirty. So we went and took all the animals from that woman, and that is absolutely uncalled for. If you can't feed them, that's one thing, but you can at least give them water. It was awful to see those conditions. So we got all the cats out of there, and they all recovered and are doing really well.
I started the rescue center in 1991 after I had had an encounter with 2 tigers, 2 6-month-old tigers, who were badly abused. And I took those cats in and came here looking for a place to provide them a home, as well as build a facility that would house other animals that came from the same conditions.
One of my favorite stories is Zoe, the tiger, who was rescued from a guy who used to work for a circus here in Indiana. And she had lived in a 5x8 cage her whole life, except when she was performing. They couldn't get her to leave her cage to come into the transport cage to bring her here, so they put her cage in the truck, brought it here, put it in the enclosure. She still wouldn't leave. She couldn't imagine a life bigger than 5x8. And finally, after a couple of weeks, she left for periods of time, and now she's running through the woods, and she's eating, and she's beautiful. And I have a poem about her, not about her, but about a situation that she reminds me of.
His vision from the constantly passing bars has grown so weary that it cannot hold anything else. It seems to him there are 1,000 bars, and behind the bars, no world. As he paces in cramped circles over and over, the movement of his powerful, soft strides is like a ritual dance around a center in which a mighty will stands paralyzed. Only at times, the curtain of the pupils lifts quietly, an image enters in, rushes down through the tensed, arrested muscles, plunges into the heart, and is gone.
Last year we had over 4,000 hours of logged volunteer time, and that's just individual time. That doesn't count large groups that have come out and worked for a day or two.
Without them, it makes it a little difficult for us to get our work done. There are a lot of cats here, a lot of work to be done, and not a lot of crew here to do it. There's a lot of reasons for why we have a small crew, but volunteers are a big help to us to help us get our work done throughout the day.
I come once a week. I spend half a day a week or more. I start out at the information booth, and once they need a tour, whoever's available, we just sort of take them as they come. So I generally take 2 or 3 tours a day through the whole original 15 acres.
Some of our best tour guides, the cats all come up to them and say hi to these people because they see them over and over again, and the tour guides talk to the cats, and the cats respond to that. You form a relationship with these animals, and it's something that you couldn't trade for the world.
In the public area, you'll see 60 or 70 cats. We have 10 different species here. You'll see 8 of those species in the public area. You will see cats up closer than you've probably ever seen cats before. You'll see them in large habitat-enriched enclosures, and you'll see them much more interactive, and you'll see much more personality with these cats than you normally see at a zoo.
People should want to see these wonderful creatures. We should want to see them. We should want to come and respect that they exist. But this is a way better place to see them than a circus. This is where they are really respected and loved, and they're given all the space they can have, and they get wonderful treatment. It's just very rewarding to know that this place exists and keeps going as well as it does, which is great. I hope a lot of people will come often, because it's not the same place. Joe's kept it going for 24 years now. It's amazing. And I think he's done it because he's found people who realize how crucial it is that these guys be saved.